Let's break this down for the people who don't seem to understand how to read the law. Yes, MooLLy was charged with destruction of property, a misdemeanor offense. The state of Virginia has 2 subcodes for the offense code section 18.2-137. A destruction of property charge in Virginia is a misdemeanor or felony charge that criminalizes causing damage to another's property. Many cases involving destruction of property that have come through the courts involve bitter spouses, friends, neighbors, and acquaintances where tensions become high. Other cases may involve graffiti or other destruction of monuments. In Fairfax County, this charge will typically involve restitution to make the owner whole and can be resolved favorably in many cases. Destruction of property is criminalized under Virginia Code 18.2-137. The charge can be a misdemeanor or felony depending on the type of property damage and the extent of the damage involved. Let's look at the charges filed on MooLLy. It was obviously not a monument. The case type says misdemeanor. Another clue we can look for to better understand what this wild boar hog did while playing her very poor imitation of Gale Weathers' celebrity reporter at the Johnny Depp trial. We can look at the information provided of whom the complainant is, Lincoln, C.M. Next, let's Google this person in Fairfax, Virginia. One moment, please. Lincoln, CM, which is Lincoln Commonwealth. A simple Google search indicates this typically occurs when vandalism to property, such as a vehicle, occurs by the defendant. What exactly did she do on that fateful day, April the 13th of 2022? Let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we?
I have a question real quick.
This lady's face, she's like, oh my God, it's the moose knuckle lady. What the fuck does this mangy moose knuckle want besides bigger sized lycra pants?
I got blamed for what you did. Putting the flyers on the jurors' cars. I got blamed for that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The umbrella guy.
She's like, what the fuck? Umbrella guy, but it hasn't rained.
Thought it was me? It was you.
I don't know what
That
you're
was you. I got blamed for it because you took a photo of me, right? Holding what you printed out.
Molly must smell like a wet moose knuckle that's been left out in the field for 7 days after it rolled around on a dead animal carcass. Here's the tweet. It says, LOL. Here's Marissa showing hundreds our #AmberHeard flyer. It's test to reverse engineer possibilities. NLU #A hi test was actually very useful.
Right?
No, that was a live stream. Someone else reported that, and so that's why because we were both were filming in the court.
And you wonder why everybody calls you Creeper.
Says the number one creeper.
Yes. What you're doing is
you were kicked
bogus.
out of court, and no one reported that. I also didn't tell any reporters that you were kicked out of court for filming and live streaming in there either.
I wasn't live streaming in there.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was
That's
not.
why they stopped you. That's why the police stopped you that day, because
And they went through my phone.
yeah,
I was going
because
home that day.
you were
I
live
work.
streaming.
I was
You
not
were
live streaming.
Yes, it's posted on Twitter.
She was working. Okay. Molly is a very important Gale Weathers wannabe tuber. Cut her some slack on the truth.
It's not posted. No, what you did was posted on Twitter. I don't do Twitter.
It's online.
All you do is
Someone
lie.
else reported it.
All you do is
They
lie.
claimed it was Darcy.
All you do
It was
is lie.
actually You filming.
All you do is lie, Christina.
I have the evidence.
Christina.
On my phone.
All right, well,
There's the
guess
film
what? If
right there.
if I recorded in the courtroom, guess what?
You did. You were live streaming, and that's
In the
why they told
courtroom?
you. That's
In the
why you were kicked
courtroom.
out. The courthouse.
In the the
You're
courthouse.
not allowed to film. In the
Choose your
courthouse
words
either.
wisely.
Molly, she loves playing semantics while threatening people.
Choose them
I
wisely.
said in court.
Choose your words wisely. I was in the cafeteria.
I have actual science and evidence.
Oh,
And you're
tell us
screaming
your.
'cause you have no
I'm not
evidence.
screaming. Evidence.
Evidence. Molly doesn't know that definition. Try a manufactured receipts. Molly definitely knows that definition.
Creeper.
What is your degree? You
Creeper.
have degrees? What was your
Creeper.
GPA?
My dude.
Dude, where's my car?
What does that even matter? You're asking me in public if I've been raped? What business is that of yours?
You were screaming, attacking domestic violence victims.
When?
When? Oh, I don't know, Molly. Maybe on your YouTube channel? It's not hard for anyone who has actually watched the public videos on your channel to figure out you're not a victim's advocate. You're more of a clout chaser that does indeed attack real victims. You stand outside of people's homes and scream at them. It's not beyond the stretch of anyone's imagination to believe that you would scream at victims outside of a courthouse.
You were never a victim of violence, so why do you think you understand? You blame victims.
I'm a victim's advocate.
You're not.
I'm here
You said,
supporting Johnny
"I don't
because he
get
is the victim."
raped
There's
or
only
abused
one
because
person
I
that supports
prevent it."
Amber. You.
Molly is a victim's advocate. She really believes that. Can someone get Molly a mop, clean up on aisle 1? There's word vomit all over the floor.
There were 5 of
You.
them.
Oh, there's 5 of us. Well,
In
guess what?
person.
The world.
And there's a whole
The
lot
world's
more.
supporting him
There
because
were
she is
over
a liar.
20 researchers.
Liar.
20 researchers.
Liar. Because you are insane. That's why everyone calls you Creeper, and I'm here to clear my name.
Clear your name? Honey, your name hasn't been clear or clean since 1989. Calm down, tragedy pimp.
Okay?
Well, your
So for
name-
my name's Marissa Zadinsky, Molly Golightly, the YouTuber.
The YouTuber. Holy shit. She really fucking said it. I've fallen on the floor, dead.
I got
can look
blamed for what
online
you did.
and see that you're live streaming in the courthouse. which
Okay,
was
in the
not allowed.
cafeteria. In the
was not
cafeteria.
It
You
was
made it
sitting
as if I was
outside.
doing it in the
You were
courtroom.
sitting outside. They also said you're not allowed to film in the courthouse, okay? That's the rules.
Molly is a wild moose knuckle. She cannot be tamed. Rules do not apply to the YouTuber Gale Weathers Golightly. She's above the rules, the law, morality, and common decency.
What did you do? You took a picture of me holding your stupid flyer on how
I didn't know, so
you're
but
crazy. You're crazy just like she is. You're nuts.
Someone for
you are
debt
nuts.
reported the video.
You are nuts.
Someone for debt
You're
reported
nuts.
the video.
For debt.
And you're
I'm a
blaming
victim's
me.
advocate, and
You're
I'm here for
blaming me
Johnny.
For other
You know what you did, and I
supporters of
came
debt
here, and I'm
that
so
went
glad
and
that you're here.
reported you.
Why are you here from LA?
Research. Obviously not drama. Molly doesn't know how to read and interpret material either. She's at a third-grade reading and comprehension level. She's also very cranky because the cafeteria wouldn't give her seconds on square pizza day.
Why are you here from Pennsylvania?
I live in Hershey. It's only a 2-hour drive.
2 hours to drive and get kicked out for not following the rules. No more square pizza in the cafeteria for you, Molly.
Why does it matter? You claim you stay at the Ritz-Carlton.
And I
Why are you
did.
spending so much money? Are you blaming me for spending money?
Please, don't give her any ideas. She'd run with scissors if Walter would let her.
All right, you're totally
Are you blaming
changing.
me for
You're
having $1 million? I have over $1 million. I don't care about money. You really need to stop. You need to just stop. You don't
Stop
know
what?
anything about me. You don't know.
You have $1
anything
million?
about this.
Then why are you carrying a Coach bag?
Molly, you carry an out-of-date spring season Louis Vuitton and a really fucking tacky Stella bag while running around in Lycra Spanx with a sweaty, angry moose knuckle. Chill the fuck out, you're going to fuck up that cat lady face, Jocelyn Jr.
Because I don't want to spend on that. And you don't need to know what my assets are because I
You
actually
just
win
said you
lawsuits.
have $1 million.
I actually win lawsuits. Look up Pacific Gas and Electric lawsuit. I had the top law firm. I understand data. I understand court cases. Others can have their court cases ruined.
This one.
I actually know what I'm talking about.
This one right here.
So let me get this straight as Molly's eyes when she's looking at you straight on. Molly is arguing with an attorney, but rather than listen, she's screaming, this one, in her best Rocky Balboa voice. She must think she's at an audition for Rocky when Adrian met Molly.
This one, you need to be really. You need a
interrupting
psychological.
interviews.
No,
You're
I
very
didn't interrupt it.
Yeah,
She
you
she
did.
said thank you. She
You
was
interrupted
ending it.
interviews. You're jealous.
Of
that I'm
what?
talking to reporters.
Yeah, Molly has a habit of interrupting people. It's part of her condition, a condition in which the Lycra Spanx cut off oxygen to the brain and you become a moose knuckle Molly. That moose knuckle holds too many drama tactics and not enough intelligence. Maybe even a 7-day-old bologna sandwich or two.
Why would I be jealous?
Yeah, you're jealous.
Why would you be jealous, Molly? For one, she doesn't have a moose knuckle, and two, well, I think the point was made with the first statement. We needn't explain further.
I don't even know who they are. I'm jealous.
You're very jealous.
I don't understand, dude.
You're very jealous.
Of what?
You're
Of you?
jealous of so many people in the world. This is why you're degrading.
Damn, has she known Molly since childhood? Spot on. Bravo.
I actually don't care if you degrade me. Go ahead.
To degrade you?
Yeah. Why are you filming too?
Because it's great to be able to confront you.
What Molly meant was, it's great content. You know, for her big YouTube channel and all. She doesn't realize she isn't even addressing the topic at hand. The flyers of her YouTube channel on the jurors' cars. This deflection hasn't fooled me. She is jealous that her flyers got her in trouble and didn't snag her an interview.
It's great. And you're jumping from topic to topic. You're jumping from topic to topic.
What victims have you helped? List some. Have you stopped suicide, or do you cause suicide?
Wow. This woman really has MooLLy figured out. But MooLLy doesn't like when people tell her about herself. Ouch.
Whoa! Watch your words, sweetheart.
Because when you attack people in groups, you can cause suicide.
Are you making a threat that you're going to hurt yourself?
Have you stopped suicide before?
Have I what?
Have you stopped anyone from killing themselves before?
I didn't know that was my job.
Humanity is free. It's not really a job. MooLLy, get a grip on something other than the vodka in your water bottle. Crazy bitch.
But I certainly would if I could.
Well, you don't have any examples of victims you've helped.
Absolutely. No, I do. I devoted my life to being a victim's advocate.
Anyone, get MooLLy an award for Best Lie Coach. She is really showcasing her acting skills. Call up the people to recommend MooLLy to be a nominee for recipient of the Pulitzer Prize. MooLLy has devoted her life to lie coaching, victim advocacy with a side of raunchy, public self-humiliation.
That's why I'm here.
The police are there. You can ask them, are you allowed to film in the courthouse?
No, you're not.
No, and you were kicked out for
You
filming
changed
in
the subject
courthouse.
15 times. I got blamed for what you did. That was not right.
No
you
one blamed anyone.
put all your little flyers on jurors'
No, I
cars.
didn't.
That was you. They were
No, it
your
wasn't.
flyers. Well, then
That
who
was
was
a
it?
Reddit comments.
Okay, people, here's the scoop. MooLLy is only attacking this woman on camera so that she could make this video for her audience to build a deflection just in case her charges for destruction of property surfaced. Oh, how clear it is.
A Reddit comment.
So, okay. You know what? Good luck to you
Then
and
let's
all
do
your
Reddit.
money. I'm happy that you're that you're so smart and so much better than me.
MooLLy, projection of yourself onto others. It's really unbecoming of someone I just asked everyone to nominate for a Pulitzer Prize. I hereby revoke that nomination.
But it was time for me to say that what you did was very wrong.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You're
you know
angry.
what you did.
Depp supporters blamed you. They reported the video.
Yeah, they said that I
you're live streaming.
No. What it was really about was your pieces of paper. You put them on jurors.
Ma'am, it's done.
Jurors.
Done.
That's what you did. All right. See, now the police have to tell me to go away after what you did.
Goodbye.
The police have to tell MooLLy to leave, and she is still blaming this poor woman. She just cannot drama that well. Yet, for some reason, she still put this video on her YouTube channel a month after the flyer incident that she was able to hide from people. For 8 months, she kept people in the dark, believing her twisted narrative, hoping to never have to explain, or hoping people believe this shit. So when the truth came out, enough of her believers would have her story to run with no acknowledgement about the destruction of property from MooLLy needed. Now fly, MooLLy monkeys. Fly.
You should have been arrested for that.
She's already asked you. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you.
So what did you do on this day, April the 13th, 2022? And where did I get that MooLLy put flyers of her YouTube channel on jurors' vehicles from? Hang tight, you'll never believe it.
This girl. But when the woman in California said, hey, she put this picture of you on Twitter, it looks like you're the one that's giving them these things away. It looks like you're here for Amber. And I'm like, ugh. She goes, I think that we should report it.
No, that's not what we just heard, MooLLy.
I think that we should report it. And we go up to a sheriff and they're like, well, and they say to me and her, I was there and I'm completely okay with what happened. because it was my last day. So the sheriff was like, we got other things going on right now. We'll deal with it later.
No, Molly. They cut your wristband, set your ass packing, and then told you to leave the girl alone while you were harassing her outside of the courthouse during an interview with the news. Spinderella, fuck out of here.
And sure enough, we were able to, she went up to the sheriff, showed the picture, and then they asked her to leave.
No, the sheriffs approached you and asked you to leave. We literally just watched the video where you recorded all of that interaction and uploaded it to your own YouTube channel. The fuck?
Thank you, Rebecca. I remember when channels were accusing you. I was defending you in every chat because I knew everything. I appreciate that.
Just as I suspected earlier in this video, Molly only falsely accused that woman of her crime so that the Molly monkeys would run around with that story while she kept the court dates under wraps. If enough people believed she could sway the story in her favor.
Yes. So I was not surprised that when the sheriffs came up to me and said, hey, can we have a look at your phone? And they were like, were you live streaming the courtroom? And I said, oh my God, no. And I told them, you can look at my phone. I said, but I did make a video in the courthouse.
It wasn't about a video, now was it?
In fact, I made two. I never put the one out. It's because there was a girl that was thrown out of the courtroom because of that Eve Barlow chick that was there. This girl came from New York. She tried so hard to get back in. When I went down to the cafeteria.
It was cafeteria, square, pizza day. You know Molly isn't skipping any meals. Sorry. Not fucking sorry.
She was very, very upset. She was very upset and she was crying. I said, what's the matter? And she goes, oh my God, they threw me out.
And Molly said, can I have your square pizza then? Don't let that shit go to waste.
Because I sent this tweet out, blah, blah, blah. And they said it was threatening, so they threw me out. And it was something about her being a ballerina.
Her being a ballerina or you, Molly? Because you're tiptoeing around the truth like a fucking ballerina. You're just not a very graceful one.
And wanting to stomp on Amber's dad's face that she wrote. Because Amber's father supposedly said that he wanted a Johnny. I didn't know anything about that. I don't do Twitter.
Hashtag his side, too. Nope. Never saw that on Twitter. Never.
Now, you might say, hey, Molly, wait, you're denying you have Twitter. Listen, I have an account. I don't do it. There's an account there that just sits there. The reason I have that is that so when people want to send me an article or something, then I can just go over there and click it, and I don't have to sign in or lose track.
That's a flat-out lie. Not to mention the over-explaining. Shit, woman. You were really fucked off about appearing in court, huh? Lucky for you, it was dismissed with a $92 fine. You still didn't learn your lesson, though.
Not a big deal. I haven't checked this Twitter in God knows how long. So.
Yes, stop to think first before you tell on yourself, and then you can't get away with your shit. Fucking liar. For real. It's sick to watch, actually.
When they came up to me, the guy goes, you were in the cafeteria. And I said,
Fuck yeah, dude. It's square pizza day. Mom forgot to pack me my snack packs. I love pudding cups, bro. Got any? I'll trade some sips of vodka for a pudding cup.
I said, yeah. I go, oh, you got me. I went like this. You got me. Good. It's not fun being in the courtroom.
Look at that sliver of truth being told. Hell no. It's not fun being in the courtroom when you're guilty as fuck. At least in your case, MooLLy. Your conscience says guilty, but the evidence couldn't be produced. If you could see me now, I'm shaking my head.
Listen, I like being on TV and shit. I love it. Love. But sitting there all day without your phone, you gotta be quiet. You're out there in the freezing cold and you get cranky.
Sounds like the typical day for a kindergartner. Are you rewriting the diaries of a wimpy kid? This doesn't sound like anything an adult would say to describe their day. Being a court reporter. Fucking weirdo. Immature-minded tragedy pimp. You disgust me.
Like, I was grateful to have my band cut just for everyone in that area.
To not notice me as the super creepy Stelcher flyer put air on air to the vehicles of the jurors to advertise my YouTube channel for clout. Damn, it almost backfired as bad as your rear end after 2 bags of tamales and a gallon of 2 days past expiration date milk. Get your candlestick maker, Laura QT, to make that scent for your YouTube candles. Call the scent. Yep, smells like shit. MooLLy must be nearby. Then people will know to hide their wallets, at least.
That didn't have to deal with her. Now, looking back, I wish that I didn't, because she was able to roam around that court. She was able to roam around that court house and distribute and give lots of interviews, which if you saw the video, she says I was jealous of that.
Yes, MooLLy, you are. Keep talking. Keep talking.
No. No. I tried to be nice to her. I knew that there was something off with her. I just went, was exhausted. I just went, got into the car, went to the hotel. I put the trial on YouTube, and I fell asleep immediately.
No, you couldn't understand the flyers. You thought it was real, groundbreaking stuff. It wasn't, but you tried to make it into something, and you had someone make you some flyers, and you printed them out to be picked up the next day on the way to the courthouse. But you got kicked from the courthouse for live streaming inside. So you decided to go ahead and place flyers on the jurors' vehicles, hoping to get the inside scoop still. We weren't born yesterday, MooLLy.
And I went home the next day. I remember being in my kitchen here in Pennsylvania, and all of a sudden, I find out, oh my goodness. I was like, what? Oh my God. They're like, Marissa, you're being blamed for putting a whole bunch of flyers on jurors' cars. I'm like, I am?
Whoop. There it is. Listen carefully.
What? And then I see that flyer with a man's thumbnail.
Keep that in mind. About the thumbnail.
That was a man hand. It couldn't have been a woman. I mean, a woman has more of a feminine look. I said, I would never do that.
There's nothing you haven't done. Get real.
The only times I've ever printed out flyers
Here it comes.
for my YouTube channel.
For your YouTube channel? My. This whole time you've said it was flyers that girl made. We saw them. They had nothing to do with your YouTube channel, Molly. That's how I know you set that all up. It was a deflection for your Molly monkeys to believe. Let's hear it again. This time, without interruption.
The only times I've ever printed out flyers for my YouTube channel was for a missing child. Period.
Flyers for your YouTube channel for a missing child? But you wouldn't advertise your YouTube channel to jurors for an inside scoop after getting your dumb ass kicked from the courthouse? No, never. Yet you did, and you got a citation for a misdemeanor destruction of property for placing printed material onto vehicles, didn't you, Molly?
So, all of a sudden, Popcorn Planet has that umbrella guy on. And people are like, Mercy, you need to see this. And they're saying, oh, yeah, she's definitely, she's there for Amber. She's sitting on her side. She's the one giving out the thing. And I'm like, whoa. So my soul leaves my body for about 4 seconds. I'm sitting there like, wait, you're telling me that
people really are confused between your YouTube channel advertisement and flyers that explain a concept meant for research purposes? Oh boy, that video really did cause confusion, as you hoped, right, old Molly Moose?
I'm being blamed with photo evidence and science and all that for something that is very, very bad. I could get into a lot of trouble for doing that.
You didn't think about that before, though. Much like you'll advertise yourself using a missing child, you'd definitely advertise yourself illegally and then play confuse the masses games. Close your mouth. It's rude, Molly.
I'm thinking, do you know how much money it's gonna cost me to get out of that?
Lucky for you, it was only $92. Oh, and whatever Walter paid for the hotel on November the 9th. You know, a little over a month ago, when Walter printed your hotel confirmation and you made up that story about visiting your mother through her glass window because you were sick and didn't want to get your mother sick due to her cancer. You lied to everyone, Molly. You even used your mother in the lie. You are demented as fuck.
Man. So I try to go up there and I try to defend myself any way possible. And I'm like, listen, I swear I was not there for her. And if I was there for Amber, I don't think that I should have been, attacked.
No one attacked you, Molly. It was quite the opposite.
But I wasn't. No way. So I'll be putting out a little video after everything is said and done.
November 10th has already passed. Truth-telling time is way overdue. Day 1, April the 13th, 2022. Remember earlier, Molly said it was her last day? Let's revisit this upload by Molly.
The ex-wife is the opposite. So, I'll be calling in to Iqmal later, and we will be staying until Friday.
So it wasn't your last day yet.
Or unless Muscles and Mascara is right and something terrible happens.
Setting the stage for some manufactured drama. Every time Molly commits a misdemeanor crime, she's always foreshadowed it with one of her creepy, vague premonitions.
She didn't want me to come. She thought something bad was going to happen.
Something bad is going to happen. You'll get the blame. But you want everyone to hashtag your name in the titles for your YouTube channel algorithm, right? You're so predictable, MooLLy.
So we're going to try our luck. I can bring my cell phone in, they said. I just have to keep it on silent.